Alright, I have to share this with you. I just seen a video of one of my subs with a parrot, and I sent him the link for this book. I purchased this book years ago when I got my blue and gold macaw. This book is a must for anyone who has a parrot, a little parakeet, the little cockatiels, any kind of a parrot, bird. This book is a must. Now, when I got my parrot many years ago, the lady in the pet shop made me buy this book. And I think it was around 20 bucks back then. They got them on Amazon right now for like $32, and you can get a used one also. This is a must, this book. This book saved my bird's life one night. By you reading this book, it'll tell you about poisons. A lot of plants are toxic, like poinsettias are toxic, hollies are toxic, rhubarb, hairsprays, paint fumes, oven cleaners, car fumes, any of that is toxic to the bird. They'll kill them. Drafts, you take them out in the real cold weather, that snap of that cold will kill the bird. They get sick and then they wind up dying. But this book here is a must. I put the link down for it. You can get them on Amazon, and you can get a used copy if you want. You see, this one was chewed a little bit from the parrot. But this covers all kinds of birds. From the little birds, it's got diets in here. It's got all different chapters, feathers. It'll tell you about the bird droppings, if the bird's getting sick. What to look for. It'll show you how to clip the nails in here. It's very good, this book. Diets, different seeds. It's got chapters for emergencies. Now I'll tell you what happened, but I'll put the link down. You guys got to get this book. It's a must. If you own a parrot, bird, it's well worth it. Now I'll tell you a little bit what happened. These are one of her tail feathers. They molt. They lose their feathers. They grow new ones. But on her wing one night, she must have got startled. I had her on top of the cage. I was down the shore, and I heard a noise. I guess a car came by and frightened her. When I went in the room, there was blood all over the floor. And they don't have a lot of blood. So what I did is, what happened was the feather broke. Now when this feather breaks, this part is still in the bird, and it's like a broken pipe. That blood will keep coming out. Luckily it was busted here. It was stopping a little bit. But if this breaks off, you got to get a needle nose pliers, and you got to pull this all the way out. And then the wound will close, and it'll stop the bleeding. You can use aseptic stuff they sell. And when you cut the nails, you put that on there. You can also use Vaseline, cornstarch, just to stop the bleeding. You put that on there, it'll stop the bleeding. Well, anyway, that night, it was like 10:30 at night. And she was okay. The blood was dripping, so I put the septic paint. I stopped the bleeding already. And I was sitting the next morning in the living room, and I was thinking, you know, you're down another area, you don't have no vets down there, and I found a vet in Atlantic City, which was 36 miles away, and it looked like a big hospital. That's what it was. So I was sitting there, and my father kept looking at me, and I says, let's go. And he says, I was waiting for you to say let's go. So we jumped in the car, we went all the way back up to Atlantic City, and they had to clean the wound out. I didn't want to get an infection. So they cleaned the wound out. They put a little stuff on there, and gave me some medicine to put in her water or whatever. And the bill was like $300-something. But it wasn't the money, it was the parrot. When you buy birds and you buy parrots like this, It isn't the money. I spend well over tons of money with the food, vet care and stuff, but it's your pet, and that's what you have to do. You have to take care of your pet. So I'll put the link down for this book. They got them on Amazon now, and it's a very good book. Well worth it. Well worth the investment. You can get a used one probably a little cheaper, but I'll put the link down for this bird book. And just to she's sitting on a chair over here because she screams in the other room, and then I can't make no video. But this was well worth it. Saved this bird's life one night. So I'll put the link down. You guys want to get this book? Well worth it. I recommend it.